right, let's bring in former FBI agent Jennifer Coffindaffer. Jennifer, first, thank you for joining us. And what do you think about Jason's theory that Brian is on the run in the Appalachian Mountains?
Well, I think it's certainly plausible. It's one of the possibilities that has to be considered. I believe he is a camper. I think he likes that sort of arena that is the mountains. And I think that's obvious by the trip he chose to take with Gabby Petito. He didn't want to go to the Bahamas or go to Mexico. He wanted to take a small van and go camping at very remote areas of our country. And that is where he was comfortable and desired. So the Appalachian Mountains certainly fits that sort of scenario.
Right. So, yeah, certainly, he's described as an outdoorsman. So what does this tell you about the search at the Carlton Reserve then? Does the fact that the feds are pursuing leads on the Appalachian Trail make you think that maybe the search is taking a different focus?
Well, what makes me think that they're taking a different focus was the fact that there was a training exercise done by, it looks like, the tactical unit of Northport Police that was conducted. That tells me that they have sort of abandoned their true search efforts there, their grid search, and that they've completed it. And there's nothing left remaining in terms of searching there other than sort of these hodgepodge efforts at best. I think they are concentrating on different leads received from different people to guide them as to where they are looking.
Yeah, and just obviously hoping to find him. It seems like this has been going on for so long, but, believe it or not, tomorrow marks only 1 week since Gabby Petito's autopsy results were released, but confirming the manner of her death was homicide by manual strangulation. Now, again, the coroner says he is prevented by law on how much he can reveal. So do you think, Jennifer, will be able to learn anything more about her autopsy results?
No, I would expect not to learn anything more until the prosecution stages of this case come. I would say that coroner's report I found very interesting because of the date of when it was completed, which was the 5th. And also through Brian Inton's interview, where he says the reason that he held off releasing the results for about a week was because he was asked to by the U.S. Attorney's Office. That told me that the U.S. Attorney is presenting evidence to the grand jury regarding who committed this homicide, and they did not want any evidence coming out through the media that could possibly hurt the grand jury investigation and where those grand jurors heard that evidence.
Right, obviously, yeah, because we certainly don't want anything to interfere with the actual investigation. Now, during Brian Enton's piece, we heard from Gabby's mom, from her stepfather. They're asking for vengeance. They're asking for justice. We know the public at this point extremely invested in this case. We've seen that firsthand on Prime. Do you expect the public pressure to continue, and is it impacting the investigation maybe for the good or for the bad?
I think the pressure is definitely not impacting, per se, the investigation. They, meaning the FBI, in conjunction with the U.S. Attorney's Office, who's actually really leading this when it comes to the prosecution of this matter, as opposed to just the fugitive investigation, they are going full force to try to get this person apprehended, and nothing is slowing them down except for the responses to their subpoenas, except for the responses to the telephone records so they can see that ping information. All of that is what's slowing this down.
Well, Jennifer, we know that based on the fact that we are now into week 6 in the search for Brian Laundrie, it's not a simple solution. There are no signs of him, no major clues so far. Do you think authorities will eventually catch up to him, and will Gabby's family get the justice that they so deserve?
I think they will, and this is why. While law enforcement has thousands of eyes trying to search for Brian Laundrie, the public has millions of eyes. And the more this gets out there, the more people are going to be aware and looking for him actively. I think he'll make a mistake, and I think he'll be found.
All right, yeah, because we know the people are watching. All right, Jennifer Coffindaffer, thank you for your expertise tonight.